I am at the Jobst Vascular Institute in Sylvania on Monroe Street, the beautiful Promedica building where Churchill's used to sit. And what we're doing today is a vascular screening. Todd's gonna probe me.
Cool.
Which I'm looking forward to. And they're gonna use ultrasound, they're gonna check the carotid arteries, they're gonna check around my belly, take the blood pressure, all that, see if there's any blockage or issues. And then tell me how many days I have left.
Days you have left, huh? All right. All right, let's get the full body scan. Now, here we go. This is you. You're in pretty good shape for an old man, I'm telling you.
Thank you, Paul.
You're very good. And by the way, can I just say, you look great in those shorts.
Don't I though? All right.
Yeah, I didn't have
This is Dr. Greg Casper.
Hi. You turn it on.
He's now getting to know me. He's fondling my ankles.
He's good.
I kind of like it though.
We're gonna get at your abdomen here.
Oh, now the fun starts. Here we go. Oh. What are you doing? This is Todd, the technician. What's your official title, Todd?
I am a vascular technologist for the Jobst Vascular Institute.
All right, so what's that?
This is our ultrasound probe. This is our ultrasound gel for the ultrasound to pass through the probe to his abdomen or the body tissue. I need a medium to get through. It won't pass through air very well.
Can I have some of that gel to take home?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. I have plans.
$5 a piece.
All right, so that's kind of warm, but it feels good.
So now we're looking at, his abdomen.
Yeah, there's his aorta there. See if I can maintain my poker face, Denny. All looks good. So the color in there represents flow. So on the ultrasound machine, looking at which direction the flow is, and it tells us obviously if you're seeing diminishment in flow in that area, you can tell there's plaque. And we're looking for an aortic aneurysm, which is a dilation of that vessel. So the aorta can balloon and dilate, and the risk is the larger it gets, it can rupture. If that ruptures, 8 out of 10 people don't live through that. So he's measuring that now, and looks like you're gonna make it. That looks pretty good. Really pretty normal size. Don't see a lot of plaque in that. Aneurysms are very genetic, so it runs through family lines. If you had any family members that have had one, we usually recommend screening for first-degree relatives. I usually say as early as 55. Medicare pays for it at 65. For first-time Medicare recipients, whether you have family history or not, if you're at risk, they'll pay for a screening study there, which can be life-saving because most of these aneurysms are asymptomatic. You don't know you have one. So, always best to identify.
Now we will be moving on to a carotid exam. This is where we look at the blood vessels in the neck.
So the carotid arteries take blood flow up to the brain. We were talking before, you had a little lightheadedness. Sometimes that can be a symptom of carotid disease. Carotids are important because they take blood flow up to the brain, and if plaque develops and a little small piece breaks loose and travels upstream, it can cause a blockage in the brain, and that's where a significant portion of strokes come from. So looking for that can be preventative of a stroke. So very important to screen for that. So Todd's going to change probes because it's a little bit different depth up here.
You get to slightly turn your head towards the wall.
Let's get a picture of it. So I don't know if you can see on the camera, these small areas here, just a small amount of plaque in the lining of that vessel. So plaque occurs in the lining of the vessel. So the arteries have 3 layers to them, and that plaque typically develops in the middle layer and pushes its way into the lumen, creating some narrowing. If we were going to put a percentage on that, it's 10-20% at most, Denny, not much at all. But there's a little bit there, which we're all going to get with our experience in life. The more experience in life we get, the more chance we have of having a little bit. But nothing serious, nothing concerning, nothing dangerous there to my eye. Very little there, probably even less than the other side.
So can you tell the sex of the baby?
That's a different group of people.
Sound is important with this too. We listen to how the blood flow flows through the vessel. You know, if you think about it, the more narrow it is, the faster flow is going to go through there. So it'll make a sharper sound, and that's why sometimes physicians listen with a stethoscope in the neck, and they're listening for that whistling noise. And that can be an indicator that you've got some plaque there and alert your primary care physician to order an ultrasound to look at this.
So that's part 2 of the screening process. The last part is some series of blood pressures. So we'll take blood pressures in the arms, blood pressures near the ankles, and we will compare the two to get a ratio.
You would be kind of a candidate to come in and get the screening.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Or family history of aortic disease and family history of arteries, hardening the arteries in the legs.
I've been told I don't have a heart, but that's my wife. And my kids.
They're usually pretty diagnostic.
Yeah.
Wives, that is. Good deal. I'm glad everything's okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
So what do I have, the body of a 40-year-old?
We try not to put numbers on things in medicine. Try to be ambiguous.
I thought I heard him say 40.
All good.